Hello and welcome to another episode of the Enthusiast Experiment, the pencil edition. Let's get into it. Oops, if we can get it open. Ah, that was an easy one. Actually, to be fair, most of these are getting easy. Dun 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 dun! It is the Palomino Blackwing. No writing, super classy pencil, beautiful matte black finish. This is the older version, as it is what I have. I bought it a single. Unfortunately, I don't have the packaging to show you guys. But the newer ones, supposedly, I think, don't have this band anymore, and I believe they're using a different eraser compound, so your results may vary, but let's get into it, shall we? Boom. All right. So this is the Palomino Blackwing. By the way, if you guys are unfamiliar with this pencil, I highly recommend you do a little bit of research. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but this pencil has a storied story, and a lot of really cool stuff about it. The biggest thing to know is that the Blackwing pencil was originally made by another company, Eberhard Faber, I believe is the name. I'm probably butchering that, I apologize, but you'll see in your research. But the license to the name expired, Palomino picked them up and started reviving the Blackwing line. So now we're lucky enough to be able to buy these pretty much anywhere, especially online. Where before, the only way you could get your hands on one of these was one of the originals, and they were extremely expensive on secondhand market like eBay. So I, for one, am very excited to have these guys back, and hopefully you are too, and we should support people doing cool things, so go grab one. Anyways, alright, so let's get into it. Palomino Blackwing. So this one is listed, again, as graphite, and this is the soft version. So out of the Pearl and the 602, this will be your softest, darkest pencil from the Blackwing line outside of their subscription where they release different pencils all the time. And it is a hexagonal, matte black-ish with gold lettering and band on this particular one. And you can see there gold reflects and the matte black does not. Beautiful, beautiful pencil, very classy. The ferrule is gold with an adjustable eraser. As I've shown you in the previous videos, you can pop this guy out, slide the eraser up as you wear it down, and just slide it back in, and then that way you always have a fresh bit of eraser for the length of your pencil. Very cool idea. I wish more pencils would do this, honestly. The eraser is white and adjustable and replaceable as mentioned, and this is the one that does come with a pencil. On the Pearl that I showed you guys, I was using an aftermarket eraser. This is how it would look if you were to buy it. The price is $21.95 for a 12-pack, and they originate from Japan. Let's check out that erasability. Man, on the camera it almost looks like there wasn't even an erasability test. So, same thing, we just go back and forth with the lead, draw a quick line so we know where to go, and then try and erase. This is with the onboard eraser. Did not do a very good job, as you could tell from the video. Almost looks like I was shading. Smudge test. Not terrible, actually, for something this dark so far, but definitely worse than the 602 and the Pearl, as you'll be able to see from the previous videos. And then the shade, I didn't have as much room, I didn't do as good of a job, but you could see still a really great tonal range, and the darks definitely darker. Again, you could probably do this a lot better than I can. This is just my attempt. Some of the pros: tonal quality, very, very great for this pencil. Beautiful to write with, you can get some really nice darks, and you can get some decent lights. Design, again, I really love the design, and compared to the newer version of this specific pencil, I prefer this to the new design. I just love the gold ring, super classy. And I also prefer this of the three Blackwings design-wise, probably number 2 being the Pearl, number 3 being the 602, because I'm not a huge fan of that slogan being on the other side of the pencil. I just feel like it kind of muddies it up. I think that's for the box, not the pencil, in my opinion. The ferrule, again, is centered on this example, as opposed to my 602. It's a little crooked, but again, that's not something you should experience, as I've never really seen it outside of that one pencil. Smudge test was pretty good for a pencil this dark. Again, not too bad. And this was a gateway pencil for me. Probably will be for you too if you get your hands on one of these guys. If you haven't already, they're awesome. Alright, so cons again, kind of runs in the family of this line. That price can be a little bit of a barrier for some. That's why I went with a single originally, to see if I even liked it. I would probably buy a box of these now, having used it. Erasability, again, not great. I would probably use an off pencil solution, or maybe those new erasers are a lot better than these old ones. So it may be worth me getting a new one to try that again. And then point retention. But again, with all the Blackwings, you just have to know that you're going to be sharpening them more frequently due to the softness and darkness of the lead. So let's get that out of the way. And again, like I said, that's not something that bothers me. That's just something to be aware of when you're using any of the Blackwing pencils. So let's get this underway. All right, there it is. You can see it's definitely darker than both the 602 and the Pearl. And it's getting up towards these guys. Nice and smooth. Beautiful pencil, fun to write with. I think that's enough of that. And set this guy down. Again, if you haven't picked one of these up or tried them or borrowed one from a friend, I highly suggest that you do. They are an awesome pencil. Any of the three, you will definitely notice the difference between your standard number 2, and they're definitely an object of beauty. They're super, super cool to play with. I appreciate you swinging by. I would really appreciate it if you liked, shared, and subscribed so we can grow this channel together. And until we meet again, take it easy.